Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to make like a little something, maybe you go into work in an office or maybe you have a little desk area or I don't know, put it on your mantle, something to hold like little candies. So it's going to be something like what we did yesterday, and I designed this on the Cricut, and the free file I'll go ahead and link in the description box now if you're interested in it. Something like this, but just made by hand. Well, obviously with dies and things like that. And you saw it in the thumbnail there. So we made a cocoa pocket. We made a sweet rosette ornament made from felt. And I love this. I love it. So cute. And then a little gingerbread character here that was a free file on Cricut. So that's why I made the whole thing. That way, if you do have a Cricut or a Design Space, you can download it free. So making it into a cute little pouch, right? So today we're going to do something very similar, but just a little bit different, a little bit bigger also, as far as the width of it and stuff like that. So I guess we'll hop to it. If there's anything I can link that would be, a supply or those kinds of things, they'll be in the description box, possibly embedded in the video. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. I do have an idea that I want to use like nesting dies and then ephemera or other dies or whatever is to decorate it. So I do have one in mind that I know is sold out right now on Diamond Press, but if you do want to shop my Diamond Press's website, I do have a 10% off code in the description box for you guys, 10% off your purchases every day, and it's VCDP10, so like 10, but 10. You can just put that in at the checkout, and it'll get 10% off. So what I'm going to do is grab some papers, grab those base dies so we can get the base of our box going. Again, it's whatever dies you have. They can be shape dies, whatever it is. You're just gonna have to do a few measurements to make it work for you. But let me grab those and we'll get started. I went to grab some of my dies. They're just in this folder that I always have nearby here. And in my mind, I was thinking scalloped oval because I thought that'd be cute. So it's not the biggest thing, but it's bigger. But then we have these guys that Diamond Press has recently put out, which actually would be great because I'm gonna do it this way. And this one does have a flat edge, so this would be a fun one to create a little candy dish type thing. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Candy dish or treat dish. I don't know. Interesting. I want to use this guy, but I do have this one. Okay. So we're going to use these guys. All right. Yeah, it's going to have to be this other one. I did grab some paper that's really old and really bad, and it's some really old recollections paper from Michael's. I'm telling you, it's got to be at least 10 years old, if not older than that. So it's kind of floppy. See that? We do not like this. If you have 300 or 350 GSM or like 110-pound paper, that's better. Since it's this junky paper, I'm going to run these through twice for each the front and the back of our holder. So I need 4 of this. I know it's a lot, but And I'm probably only going to decorate the one side of it, but you know what? Okay, let's decorate both sides, but like if I add more things, that'll only decorate one side. So I'm going to run this through twice. And this is some Anna Griffin paper from her Christmas anthology. Something like that. Well, actually, I like the little bells up here. Let's do it this way. I guess I could, it doesn't matter. It's an oval. I could just switch it, but I'm going to grab 2 of those, okay? So I'm just going to eyeball. That's a bummer. See, that one's better. Maybe it is better to be done here. That way I get more little bells in the image. Yeah, that's better. I like the 3 there. Okay, so I'm going to run that through. I need 2 of this and 4 of the base one just because this paper is weak, okay? Otherwise, you just need a front and a back piece. I'll be right back. If I had a forethought, I would make a series of this, like 12 days of Christmas. But I'm just like, oh, every day I'll do something and then I'll just stop when I feel like stopping. It would make sense to give it a theme, wouldn't it? A little bit late for that now, I think. Okay, so we have these 2 decorative things. Very pretty. I did put some tape on there and look, it pulled the foil off, so don't do that. There we go. Okay, so I need a few numbers, and this is where yours might differ. All you're going to do is, okay, I'm going to orient it this way. Okay, and, oh, are these not symmetrical? They have to be symmetrical. That's weird. I don't see where these... Oh, there we go. There we go. Hold on. Okay. I don't think they're symmetrical. That's weird. Okay, well, anyway. I mean, I think it's symmetrical, but when you run it through the machine, that it might, like, warp a little bit, because those do not match up. Maybe I'm tripping here. Let me see. That looks like the middle one. Yes, no, I guess it's not. Anyway, I'll mess with this in a minute. What I want to do right now, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Is give a measure. So for me, I do want it to be a little bit wide. This paper is really weak, so I can't make it that big, but at the widest point, it's almost 5 inches wide. So let's say, you're going to place it down in here, right? The base of this candy dish type thing. So maybe 3.5, 3 3/4 inches at the most. That would really max it out. Okay, so 3 3/4, but that'd be like from here. So then we have to make it just as deep. That makes sense. So maybe 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches deep, 3 3/4 inches wide at the base. So let me write this down because I will forget. I will absolutely forget. 3 3/4 inches. Back of this. 3 3/4 inches at the base, and then 2.5 inches up, right? 2.5 right here. 2.5. Okay. So what we're going to do is make something that's very similar to this guy. Just this piece, but since we have paper trimmer, I can make it however I want. So we do want 1/2 inch glue tabs. We need it to be 3 3/4 inches to the side, 2.5 inches up. Oh, and how deep do we want to make this? I do want it to hold quite a bit of stuff. Maybe 2.5 inches deep. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to draw something that might make more sense to you guys. Let me get closer here. So we have that. We have that. This is 3 3/4 right here. The sides that are going up are 2.5 inches. And we want it, the depth here, 2.5 also. I think that's a nice depth. Or width, or however you want to look at that. So basically with this, all we want to do is add 1/2 inch here for a glue tab, and 1/2 inch here for a glue tab. So half. So that should be 3.5 inches by these numbers. So 5, 8 3/4. I need a strip of paper that's 3.5 inches by 8 3/4. Cut from this right here. And I'll be right back. Get my paper down, and honestly, you can make your numbers so it works 8.5 instead of 8 3/4. But I do have this piece that maybe it'll help me reinforce the bottom, because like I said, this paper is really weak. I wasn't gonna double anything up, but something to think about. I am gonna glue these together now though, because we just need them to be glued together. We're not hiding any of the glue tabs. With this thing, it's kind of difficult to do. If you're just using something that has flat sides, maybe. But for this, that's not gonna happen. And I'm a little bit afraid of using this glue, because again, these have to line up like perfectly. I have a wrong side to wrong side just so that it matches up and you're covering up the rough cut side. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have those. And while I'm doing that, I'll also glue these guys on, because why not? I know that everything's flat. And then we'll just do some decorations again. Whatever you have, just bring it out and it'll be cute. So again, if you want to make this like into a stocking stuffer, or you can pop holes in there with your crocodile at the very top and still stick it together, like I did with this little guy, you can definitely do that. Don't have to at all. Okay, let me do the same thing for these guys. I'm gonna glue them together, and then we'll do our pieces that are gonna hold it together. So we have this, we have these two guys ready to go. And all we're gonna do here is just score 2.5 inches. And again, for my project, it might be different for yours, obviously. We're just always making a little thing like this. And I know sometimes I have other die sets that can do this for me, but we're just making up our own numbers. So it's nice to know how to do something that maybe is outside of what you already have. 2.5 inches. And then 1/2 inch on the long sides here, because I like 1/2 inch glue tabs just to give yourself a good amount of glue. And I always like to use wet glue, because unless you tear it, it's never going to come apart, generally. Okay, so we have a little something to do here. So basically all these pieces are going to come in. So what we're going to do at like that score line is just angle that away. Angle this away. And little angle here if you want, just because it looks nicer, but you don't have to do that at all. Oh. So this one again is quick as you want. I mean, this would be cute to hold cookies or any kind of like baked treats. If there's just a few little ones, maybe put them in a little glassine bag or just a little clear, cellophane bag, and you nestle them in there. Cute. This guy's not staying very flat for some reason. He's like rounded, but that's right. And then again, I couldn't line up one set very well. I don't know why. I tried and tried. Still, it's kind of wonky. So I'm going to put that one towards the back, even though I like this paper better. But that's okay. So this will be the front of it. This will be the back. And that's fine. So now we have this piece. And I am doing a little short video while I'm doing this. So I just want to... So we have our base piece that's going to hold these two guys together into our treat holder. And so there we go. We're just going to score. Score. There you go. And there we go. And again, I made this up, so obviously it's not perfect, but I probably glue it like this. Yeah. I don't know that we need to do all three sides right now. That's probably not the best, but that's all right. Like that. Turn this over, and I'm trying to keep this, maybe there. Oh, again, just kind of placing that down in the center nicely. Again, I measured this 3 3/4, so that's like as wide as I can get it, and as deep as wouldn't be, just sticking out everywhere over here. So I think that's pretty good. This one can come out a little bit more. There we go. Look at that, guys. Cute. And it's just going to sit like that. So that's how I was imagining it. Let me see. Now this one, we have the glue tab on the inside. Okay. I switched this up, so I put the glue tab. Okay. I'm going to turn this over and try to line this up nicely so it looks nice on both sides. You can see this is way down here. There we go. There we go. This was actually really cute because it rolls a little bit. Aw, that is so funny. Okay. So that's why I went with the oval and not like a circle, because the circle is definitely going to have like just one little, scallop touching the surface. So that's not what I want. But yeah, I mean, there you go. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. And then you can just put whatever you want. So we're going to decorate this. I did use Anagriffin paper, so I'm probably going to use some of these things. I have some sentiments here, Banner Day sentiments, let's be jolly, like these cute things. I have these cute little vintage snowmen, the Snow People set. I have this little rosette that I made, I think last year sometime. You can stick that on there. Super cute, right? Whatever you want. I mean, it can hold die cuts. I'll make it a little quicker by just using these stickers, but honestly, I would love to just cut out some things, and that would be very, very fun. And then you can even put this inside of a goodie bag, right? Like a cellophane goodie bag or whatever. Tuck a bunch of cute things in there. Joy to the world. I mean, I have so many things in here. So let me... Wishing you a Merry Christmas. That's kind of cute. Because, like, let's say you have this on your desk and it has a little something, right? Already. I did want to cover that where I peeled that foil off, but it's not the biggest deal. So we have these little guys. Maybe a little couple. Oh, look at that. That might work for me, even though it's covering up some of the gold there. I don't mind that at all. Cute. I think that's what I'm going to do. It is a lot of white. If anything, if you want to cut out another oval going the other direction to kind of break up the color. That'd be really cute. But let me put these away and I'll put some dimensionals on the back of this. And yes, I had black dimensionals. That's what I grabbed, but maybe I should have gone with white. So we have that. I mean, I'm thinking finger bows. There's so many cute things you could just add. I love a good rosette. I haven't made a paper rosette this round yet. Maybe I will. If you want to check out some of my videos from last year, maybe I'll do a playlist. You know, tons of ideas. And let's just put this little guy, this little set of couples right here. Cute. This, I like the way it was kind of curved just because, you know, thrown in a bag. But I was going to put another set of dimensional so it's bigger in the center. You can also just glue this. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's remove those. Just to have a little different something. I'll try to use these later. I don't want to waste that. This does have its own stickiness. I don't think it'll stick as much as I would want it to. So I'm going to leave the carrier on that. And let's put some glue here. Oh my gosh. I love that. There we go. So there we go. And then I'm going to hold this down and I'll be right back. Okay, that is very cute. Again, it can hold a ton of things. Again, that is all manipulated by you. You know, if this paper was thicker, I might have made it a little bit bigger. A little bit wider, but this paper is not going to handle much. And then I have this piece, which is so funny. I mean, sure, I have it left over. Why not? Just pop it in here, and it can just add a little more sturdiness to the very base. And then, no. There we go. There. Just add a little something else, so it's a little bit thicker, a little sturdier. And then I had, you know, I wanted to add like a finger bow to it, but let's see. I was thinking the black and white just so it stands out a little bit more. And I am running low on my red. I bought this thing like years ago, guys, and this is what we have. Okay. Finger bows. I'm going to have a video, and every season it's like my #1 video. Even right now it's my #1 video, and even though it's an old video because people, I guess, are looking for it. I don't know what else to call them other than finger bows, so I think the video is like how to make a pretty bow with just your fingers or something, which I don't even know how somebody would find that, but okay. So you start in the front, you're going to choose 2 fingers, and you're going to wrap it around as many times as you want. So you go over your index, in between the index and middle finger, under your middle finger, back over your index finger as many times as you want. So I will do it 3 times. So it's kind of a bigger bow. And you can spread out your fingers more. It makes bigger bows, right? And then you just need a nice amount of tail, maybe 5 or 6 inches, probably even less, to be honest. But if you want, and you're new at this, leave yourself at least a good 5 or 6 inches, because you're going to take that over the top of everything, right? Push that down in between your fingers. And then you just made like, not like a loop, but this piece that crossed over, you're going to take the end of your tail and put it under that, okay? Just under that little cross and pull it tight. So if you wanted this to be longer, you would leave a longer tail at the beginning too, right? Depends on the size of your bow, right? It would be silly to have like these little tails, unless you don't want a tail. I mean, whatever. But I knew mine was going to be about like this, and it has 3 loops. All right, and then we're just going to cut off the end there. You can cut this one off too. It looks pretty good already, but there we go. And I was thinking about popping it here. I don't know if that would be in the way. If you see the wording, I mean, there would be cute. You can still see it right here. You know, I would put it a little more sideways so it's more like that. That's cute. Okay, fine. I would have started up my glue gun if I knew I was going to put this on here. But so now, since I didn't, I'm just going to put some glue right there. It'll hold it. And I don't know, maybe I'll come back in a couple minutes, because if I pick it up, it's going to fall off right now. I'll be right back. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. And again, it can be more, you know, childlike, whatever it is you like, of course. I'm going to put these in here for, you know, video purposes. Definitely not going to eat them. And let me pop this in here. So just something different. I keep trying to show you some different candy ideas, different options. I mean, that's a good amount. I could probably pop a few more in there too, little mints, you know, whatever. Cute. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Have fun with it. I actually like that it rocks. I think that is so cute. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, we have all our little projects every day, a little something. And, use those gorgeous dies and fun ephemera and all those things that you purchase, coming up into the holiday season. So I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.